Hey, this is Will. So in this Moosend review, I am not going to just go through all of the different features, but rather than that, I'm going to tell you some of the things that you really need to understand about Moosend, how it differs from some other email marketing softwares, and what are some of the considerations that you need to take into account when deciding whether Moosend is the tool for your email marketing needs when choosing a software for your business. So it's going to be a very useful video. I have made another video on my main channel where I compare all of the different email marketing softwares. So definitely check that video out. All of the links down below in the description. Also, I have special discounts and bonuses for all of the different email marketing softwares. So again, all of the links down below in the description. And every single week I give out one of my courses completely for free, so just press thumbs up on this video and subscribe to the channel to enter the competition. Now let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so we're going to start out with the automations because I think when it comes to email marketing, this is probably the most important thing. So when it comes to Moosend, as you can see, this is basically what the automations look like. So we are taking our users through these different steps. And honestly, when it comes to Moosend, they are actually really good. One thing that you should keep in mind that's a little bit different compared to a lot of other email marketing softwares is that they actually have this split flow. So basically, as you're taking a user through your automation, you can actually split that subscriber list, subscriber group into, let's say here we split them in 50 and 50%. So for example, let's say we can have one title for 50% of the subscribers and different title for the other 50% of subscribers, and we can see which one is actually performing better, or perhaps send out one email after 2 days, the other email after maybe 4 days, and see which one gets more opens, more clicks, so on and so forth. So it's basically A/B testing within your automations. And it's important to understand this because this is a very powerful feature, and it's really only ActiveCampaign and GetResponse, aside from Moosend, that provide you this feature. So something to keep into consideration. Another thing to keep in mind, how Moosend is a little bit different. So if you see here, basically we're setting up the different conditions. Based on these conditions, we're taking different actions. So the cool thing here is with Moosend, as you can see, you have a lot of different conditions. They're going in quite deep, and it does depend. You're not probably going to use a lot of these, so do you have a look for yourself depending on your business. But there are a couple of things that I do want to mention because I do think that they're actually going to be useful for a lot of people. So one thing that I see that Moosend has is number of campaigns opened and number of campaigns clicked. So this is something that, aside from these other things, a lot of these things some of the other email marketing softwares have, but I don't think I have really seen this. Maybe on ActiveCampaign they have this as well, but on some of the other email marketing tools they don't have number of campaigns opened or number of campaigns clicked. So something to keep in mind, just a cool thing that can allow you to take that extra step to customize your automation even more. Another thing to keep in mind as well, if we choose here, as you can see, we can choose the different actions. So based on someone met some sort of condition, then we want to perform an action. And the cool thing here is that Moosend allows you to do a couple of extra things that other email marketing providers don't allow you to do. So as you can see, you can send a message to Slack when someone basically meets a certain condition. So again, it all really depends. You can ping me. So it all really depends whether you're actually going to use these things or not. But I just wanted to basically mention that this is something that not all of the email marketing, or well, other email marketing automation tools don't have and Moosend has. Other than that, I'm not going to go through the whole automation, but basically they have really all of the different things that you need from automation, all of the different steps and conditions, actions, and so on and so forth. And it is, as you can see, it's very, very simple to use and very simple to set up. And the fact that they have split automation as well, I would think takes them a little bit next step to compare to a lot of different automations with other email marketing providers. So really, I would say ActiveCampaign is absolutely phenomenal. They are more advanced, but they are really next level, and you really pay the extra money for that. But other than that, I would say Moosend actually is probably as good maybe as GetResponse, and all of the other email marketing softwares I would say go below that. So definitely I do have to give props to Moosend when it comes to automation. When it comes to landing page builder, with Moosend, you can build out a fairly nice looking landing page, as you can see here. I don't think it's anything special per se. As you can see, you can add these basic elements. So when compared to other email marketing softwares, a lot of them are pretty basic. It's really GetResponse stands out by far compared to any other email marketing software. They have very, very advanced landing page builder, but I think Moosend often is compared with MailerLite. And I would say that compared to MailerLite, Moosend does lack a little bit. I don't like the page builder as much itself. I would say MailerLite has a little bit nicer looking page builder, and they do have some more elements. Here we only have really the basic ones, but aside from that though, I do have to say that you can do all of the basic actions within this, and you can edit the text right here, and you can resize the image. So really it provides you the basic landing page builder, and it's definitely not the worst out of the email marketing softwares, but I would say MailerLite is a little bit better and GetResponse is much better. When it comes to landing page templates, they do have a few templates, as you can see here, and I do have to say that it's a little bit, honestly, obviously it's a personal preference, but for me, I would say it's a little bit of a mixed bag. So some of them, let's say this template and this template, I don't really find them very beautiful, and they look a little bit old school to me, to be honest. But some of these, if you see some of the top, let's say this one looks very nice, and this one looks actually very modern and very sort of minimalistic, something that's popular right now. So they do have some templates to choose from, and I would say again, in terms of the choices, if we compare this, let's say GetResponse and MailerLite, they definitely stand out a lot compared to other email marketing softwares. When it comes to Moosend, I would say Moosend is somewhere there in the middle. They do have some choices, not too many, and the quality does depend. Some of them are nice, some of them are fairly basic. Oh, and I almost forgot, when it comes to landing page builder, one thing that I wish Moosend also had is A/B testing. So to be able to actually create two different pages and just change one little element, or well, actually change as much as you want, but to basically see which landing page is performing better. So it's actually only GetResponse and MailerLite that provide that feature, and it is very advanced feature, but just something to keep in mind that this is something that Moosend is lacking. And if you need that feature, you're going to use the landing pages a lot, then you might want to look into GetResponse or MailerLite, because this is something that Moosend is unfortunately lacking. When it comes to the pop-up builder, once again, you can kind of do the basic things. So you can choose how many elements you want. You have all of kind of the settings that you usually have on the other builders. The nice thing is also you can resize this image if I want to change it. However, I can't really add additional blocks, and I can't really customize. Let's say I can't move this image wherever I want. And most of the email marketing softwares, again, are going to have pretty much exactly same builder. It's only GetResponse. GetResponse has insanely good pop-up builder, and they even have A/B testing on their pop-ups. And when it comes to MailerLite, they also allow you to add additional blocks with your pop-up. So again, it is much more advanced, but in general, I would say that Moosend is definitely not the worst. It's somewhere again right there in the middle in terms of how much you can customize in terms of your pop-ups. And when it comes to pop-up templates, as you can see, they do have a few templates, but it's very few templates. Hopefully they will add some more later, so it can give you a little bit of inspiration of how to create your template, but again, it isn't that much. And again, it's somewhere right there in the middle, because some of email marketing softwares, they don't give you any templates at all. You only have the builder, whereas something like GetResponse and MailerLite, they actually do have some nice templates to choose from, and you can customize a little bit more. When it comes to newsletter builder, honestly, most of the email marketing softwares, they kind of have the same builder. There isn't really that much really that stands out. And as you can see, you can create a nice looking emails. And in here you have pretty nice, I do like the menu that they have. You can choose a different structure, how you want it to look. So they do have a couple more choices maybe than something like Mailchimp. And when it comes to elements, they have basically all of the basic elements. The one element they have is timer, something that not all of the email marketing softwares do. But again, if we compare this to, let's say, MailerLite, MailerLite does have more elements, or I believe they call them blocks. So they do have a little bit more choice, which allows you to more easy create nice looking newsletters. So once again, I do have to say that Moosend is somewhere in the middle when it comes to the actual newsletters. And when it comes to newsletter templates, as you can see, they do have some selection of different templates to choose from. But once again, I would say it's a little bit of a mixed bag, because some of these are very simple and honestly, they are a little bit old looking. And I think it kind of reflects, because Moosend itself, the website design, I would say, is a little bit old looking, and the templates that they provide are kind of the same as well. So they do have some choices, but again, I'm not super impressed, to be honest. When it comes to the overall interface of Moosend, as I already mentioned, one thing that I'm not a huge fan about Moosend is its actual design. It just feels a little bit old school for me, but at the same time, I do have to give them props, because when it comes to actual interface user experience, well, you have all of these different sections here. So as you can see, you got your campaigns, lead generation, mailing list, automations, reports, and integrations. And as you're going through all of these steps, Moosend is very advanced. As I said, they basically have all of the features that you will need, and they do have very advanced automation features, but they have made their interface very simple. And honestly, compared to some of the other email marketing softwares, I would say that they are definitely on the easier side to learn how to navigate and how to manage. Now, when it comes to pricing with Moosend, they actually, first of all, they do have a completely free plan, which is absolutely amazing. You can have up to 1,000 subscribers, and I believe it's 12,000 emails you can send. The one thing to keep in mind is that you don't have landing pages with the free plan. However, what you do have, if we scroll here, you can actually open all of the different features. Something to keep in mind is that you do actually, on the free plan, you do have all the automations. So this is something that, for example, when it comes to Mailchimp and their free plan, you are actually limited in terms of what automations you have. So if we're just looking at the free plan and we're comparing, let's say, Moosend between Mailchimp, because I know a lot of people like to compare those two, I would say the free plan of Moosend is definitely better than the Mailchimp. However, if we are comparing Moosend with MailerLite, I would say that MailerLite free plan is actually better because they do allow you landing pages as well, and they do have some limitations, but they have some less limitations than Moosend. And in general, I do prefer MailerLite over Moosend, to be honest. So if going for the free plan, I think I would choose MailerLite, Moosend, and then Mailchimp. Now, if we choose 10,000 subscriber list, the Pro plan on Moosend is only $55 a month, which is insanely cheap, to be honest. If we compare this to some of the other email marketing softwares, it's pretty much half of what other email marketing softwares cost, if not even less than that. So it's only MailerLite. Really, MailerLite is $50 and this is $55. So these are basically the only two ones that are so much cheaper. But when it comes to all of the features, Moosend is providing pretty much all of the features that other email marketing softwares are providing for double the price. So it's definitely a really good choice. And if we look here at the annual plan, you will see that they even give you a discount with the annual plan, and then it only costs $44 a month. So I'm definitely very impressed by Moosend and the things that they actually provide. I do wish that they had A/B testing for landing pages, and I do wish that the interface just had a little bit nicer feel about it, and they had a little bit better templates. But other than that, especially for the price that you're getting it for, I would say it's definitely rivals most of the different email marketing softwares. It's definitely better than Mailchimp, and it only costs half of the price. If I'm comparing it to MailerLite, I do have to say that I do prefer MailerLite over Moosend, and it's pretty much the same price. On annual plan, actually, you get 30% discount with MailerLite, so I think then it becomes only $35 a month or something like that. So there is a little bit of a difference. It's basically $10 difference a month. And in general, if comparing to other email marketing softwares, I would say ActiveCampaign has a lot of different real advanced automations, and I have some review videos for ActiveCampaign as well. So I would say if you need those real advanced automations, all of that, then you might want to look in ActiveCampaign. And if you need real advanced landing pages, then you might want to look into GetResponse. But other than that, Moosend is definitely a good tool, especially for the price. But once again, I think MailerLite is just that little bit better than Moosend. So I hope you found this video useful. I hope it's going to help you out to decide whether Moosend is the right tool for you or not. As I said, I have special discounts for all the email marketing softwares, so all of the links down below in the description. And do check out the video on my main channel where I compare all of the different email marketing softwares. And in general, if you want some tips on digital marketing, online business, all that kind of good stuff, check out my main channel. If you found this video useful, make sure to press thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on those notifications. Stay awesome, and I'll see you soon.